What's going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Fiend Bray Wyatt WWE Ultimate Edition figure by Mattel, which was released back in 2020. I did get this that was on clearance, I believe, at the time, and I wasn't going to review it because I like the way the presentation is in the package, but because an unfortunate event that happened, I want to do this in honor of him, and I also wanted to show off the other figures that I have in my collection of his. And what I mean is, for those who don't know, who don't follow wrestling, Bray Wyatt, also known as Wyndham Rotunda, his real name, passed away on August 24th, 2023 at the age of 36. Due to a heart attack. If you're interested in knowing more about that information, you may Google it. But yeah, I just wanted to do this in honor of his memory, and also show other figures of his that I have in my collection. It's not very big. I got like 3 other figures, and that's probably like the only 4. These are the only 4 figures I probably will have. There's probably only one more that I would like to add if I can, or I find it. But we'll discuss that towards the end when we show the collection. But anyways, so if I sound a little sad, it's because, I literally watched this young man grow as a wrestler. And just to give a little background before we get started, is he started out at FCW, also known as Florida Championship Wrestling, which is now NXT. And I watched him go from being Husky Harris to Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family, his little faction that he did. And also watched him win his first WWE Championship. And also when he created the character The Fiend. And even though he did get released, he was able to get a second chance with the WWE, which didn't really last that long because he came back at Extreme Rules in 2022. Great promo when he came back, and check that out if you haven't. And also, the last pay-per-view that he wrestled in was the Royal Rumble at the Pitch Black match with LA Knight. And I think the last time he wrestled was at a house show in February 2023, and then he was taken off TV due to an illness that he was dealing with. But anyways, long story short, he did pass away on August 24th, 2023 at the age of 36. So like I said, if you want to know more about this information, you can Google it, and also just YouTube him. I'm sure they have plenty of matches of his, and I think that you all will enjoy it for those who don't know who this person is, or wrestler, should I say. And I do highly recommend you watching some of his matches. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the review. So this is basically the standard packaging, and you got the Fiend Bray Wyatt on top, and you got the white outline with a little bit of red highlights to it, and then you have the Ultimate Edition logo right there, and then the Mattel logo here, and it says Ultimate Articulation for Authentic Posability. And then right here we got the bottom of the copyright information, and here on the side we got Ultimate Edition, and then we got the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and then here on top we have Ultimate Edition Bray Wyatt, WWE logo right there. And then we got a photo right there of the Fiend. And then on the back, it says, there's a photo there of the figure itself. And then the Fiend Bray Wyatt Ultimate Edition. And then we have the actual person here right there. And then 6'3", parts unknown, mandible claw, career highlights, Universal Champion. And then right here, you may pause and read. And then there you go. That is the presentation of this box. Because like I said, I wasn't going to review this at all. I was just going to, you know, leave it in box. But like I said, I wanted to go ahead and open this up and review it for you guys in honor of his memory as well, you know. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look. I will say this, I do like the way they have this packaging because this is actually collector friendly in my opinion, unless if you tear it. But they do have tape on all the sides of the box, and you can easily open it like this and pull it out like that and close. So if you wanted to, you could literally put the figure back inside the clamshell and put it back in there, and then you just box it up like that. So I mean, I think that's probably what I'll probably end up doing after this review. Probably just open them up and put them back in and close them up for safekeeping for the time being until I get a place to display them with. But anyway, so this is the clamshell. It's got all its goodies, all these ties, it's tied down and everything. So let's go ahead and take all this stuff out. Alright, so I finally was able to get them out the packaging. So it was fairly easy. It wasn't that hard. Like I said, this is a collector friendly packaging. You can just cut along the sides where all the tape is, and so you can just open it up like a box, you know, like this, and you can still keep your clamshell, and when you're done you can always put them back in, you know. So very neat, very clever on Mattel's part. So that way, for those who do figure reviews and still want to keep it in box for safekeeping for the time being until you decide to do whatever, that's an option right there. That's probably what I'm going to do for the time being until I get some more shelving units to display my wrestlers. That's one of the reasons why I haven't really opened any of my other wrestling figures, including this one. But, you know, like I said, this is just in honor of his memory. And I wanted to do a review, you know, and I'll post a link for the other reviews of the other two figures that I mentioned also earlier in the description, in case if you want to check those out as well. So anyways, so we got all of his accessories and stuff out. So right off the bat, I really do like this figure, you know, especially the head sculpts. So first off, we have the jacket where the forgot that was in there. So, got the jacket portion right here, nicely detailed. I like the fact that this is painted as well. The silver, the belt buckle on the back of it, and here in the front, I like that they was able to paint all this stuff too as well. And yeah, so get the little wrinkling, you know, and the collar's all folded down and everything. So nice texturing, soft pliable plastic as well, you know, so it is flexible. And so then you got his two arms right here. So put that back there. So you got two interchangeable arms, the left and the right one, and you got the hurt and the heel part. So that way, if you want to change out these hands from the fisted hands, you can. So all this stuff is interchangeable. So I do like the fact that they painted the buttons as well on the sleeves. So that's cool. This is a double jointed elbow and wrist articulation, things like that. So very cool. And you got the bicep swivel as well. So and then as far as the head sculpt goes, I do like this one where he sticks his tongue out. I do like the detail of the head. You know, it's nice texturing. The paint is good as well. Got the nice airbrushing right there. And for those who don't know, this mask itself in general was the actual mask that Bray wore. Is basically was made by Tom Savini, who is a well-known prop maker for Hollywood, who does like different stuff like for creature features and stuff. Makeup artist, things like that. So Tom Savini is the one that made this particular mask for Bray to wear for his Fiend character. So, but yeah, I do like the texturing of the mask and everything. Captures the likeness very well. So, very cool. But unfortunately, mine, the bottom, is missing some paint. So, unless if that's how it is on the other one. But we'll get to that here in a second. So, but yeah, that's unfortunate that's paint right there is missing. But it is what it is. And so this is the main reason, one of the main reasons why I bought this is because of the belt. You could only get this belt with this particular figure. I really do like this belt. I think it's very creepy, and I think it's very unique. So this was his heavyweight belt that he used when he first won it. So it's got the hurt on top and then the heel at the bottom. Great likeness here on the belt. I really do like the fact that they made it to where it could pop out like the real thing. So very cool. And the texturing here along the sides. So really do like that a lot. I do like the fact that they gave it the little belt buckles here at the end, So here's just plain at the back. But yeah, really love this belt. Really like it a lot. So now moving aside, the figure itself. Let's go ahead and focus on that. Right away I could tell it's a little bit different from the Elite version, especially in the torso area. They got that little round out right here to add more flexibility to it. I do like the fact that that they captured most of the likeness of it. So here is the pants here. I do like the fact that they painted the belt buckle right there. They should at least, what is that right there? They should have at least, made that an actual belt to go around there. That would have been pretty cool, especially for it being an Ultimate figure. So the pants are a little bit brighter than the Elite. As far as the Elite ones, a little bit darker. So, and the boots have a little bit more texturing than the Elite version. As you could tell that they actually sculpted everything in there. But as far as the Elite version, it doesn't have all this. The buckles here sticking out, or the little flap here, is covering over the actual boots itself, So the texturing of that is different. So, but other than that, everything else looks pretty good. As far as the tattoos goes, when we do our comparisons, we'll take a look at it and see what it looks like as far as the tattoos go. So on this arm, it looks like it's a little faded, a little bit, not as brightly colored as the Elite version, from what I can remember. And then here, as far as tattoos go, they do have a little bit more brightness to it. But then again, like I said, we'll do a comparison. It's a lot going on this arm right there, as far as the tattoos go. So then, let's see if we can't bend this. But I do like the fact that they were able to add this and kind of blend in with the articulation tattoo portion. So that's pretty cool. So I do like that. And here in the back of the elbow, same thing, you know. But as far as any paint blemish and rubs, don't see anything out of the ordinary, you know, except for the one with that right there. But as far as this head sculpt goes, don't see anything that's, yeah, so this is like it's all fully painted, you know, as far as the mask goes. So, but I do like the hair, the way the texture of the hair is. So, back of the head right there. That's cool that they are able to add that to it. So, go. Detailing is fine. It looks a little light here as far as the tattoo goes here on the chest and shoulders. Looks a little bit light because I would think the Elite's a little bit darker as far as tattoos goes. So as far as the way of articulation, you got a swivel at the waist, you know, you can side to side. Here's the abdomen. You can lean pretty far back, you know, and then lean forward right there. Not so much, but you can lean this far back, this far forward as far as the head goes because of the hair. Not so much. So can't really look up very much. You can look down, but not so much as far as looking up goes. That's unfortunate. But then again, I'm not a articulation type of guy. You know, I love my Rimco style figures, my 5 POAs, you know, 5.5 inch figures. But, you know, I do dabble into modern figures a little bit. Not so much, but I do a little, you know, especially when it comes to my wrestlers and stuff. I don't have as many wrestlers as one might think, you know, but when I get them, you know. It's so as far as the arms go, you get the single ball and hinge. I know now that they have the butterfly joint for the new Ultimates, you know, and so that's why they have the greatest hits. And I'm pretty sure Bray Wyatt will have a greatest hits Ultimate Edition figure soon, you know, with the better articulation, especially right here with the butterfly joints. But yeah, so this is on the ball and hinge. You know, you got a swivel at the bicep, and then you got a double elbow here. Let's see if we can get that elbow. So that elbow might be a little stuck, so I don't want to force it. So yeah, I'm not going to force that because I don't want to break the arm. But on this one, I think you can do nope. I know it's not a single hinge because this is a double elbow right here. But this will, I think it's just because of the way the paint is for the tattoos. But I'm not going to force it because I don't want to break the arm. I really do like this figure. But it does have a double elbow, and then you got the wrist articulation, the swivel, the hinge, you know. And so there, right there. And then as far as the legs go, you spread them out that far, forwards, not so much backwards, but you got a double knee right there. As far as it goes right there, double knee right there. So that goes pretty further than this one. Yeah, no, but the same. So you got double knees there. And then as far as you got a swivel at the ankle, well, not at the ankles, but at the shin right here, at the top of the boot. Get the boot cut right there, as they would call it. And then as far as the ankles go, you get the toe articulation, but mine doesn't move that far back, but you can tell that there is articulation right there. It's just by the way that design is, but mine are stuck. So I'm not going to force any of that stuff, you know. But I do know that you had the double elbow right there, and then you got the the ankles here that move back and forth, the rockers as they would call it, you know. But the toe articulation right there as well. So a lot of my joints here are stuck for the most part, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm not a real big articulation guy. So there you go right there. So let's go ahead and see if we can't do some swapping. You know, I want to put his jacket on and stuff like that. All right, real quick, I was able to bend the elbows, but I was only able to do it once I was able to remove the arms. But they did able to move and stuff like that, just a slight bit. But yeah, you do have a double bend in the elbow, like I mentioned. Just wanted to point that out. I guess just because I had the arms off, I was able to kind of play with it a little bit. But yeah, elbows do have a double joint. Alright, so I got the jacket on, his other arms on. I do like it. It looks really good in the front. But the only problem I think some people would have is that little gappage right there for their coat when they swap out the arms and stuff. But that's neither here nor there for me. So, I mean, he's going to be facing forward. Anyways, I'm not going to be having him posing on the sides. You know, he will be facing forward. And then here's his belt. I know that one of the popular things that I liked that he did was when he had the belt around his neck when it came out. So, and he had it like this around his neck. But that was when he had his outfit, not when he had his coat on and stuff. So, really do like this belt a lot. Do like this head sculpt a lot too. I just wish that mine had that extra white paint, but I'm pretty sure I could probably get a little bit of white and just paint that over a little bit, or just leave it as is, you know. But yeah, I do like it. I do like the fact that he has his coat on. So this is probably a possibility for me to display one with the coat and one without, you know. All right, so I did do a head swap on him, so it looks really good. I do like that a lot. Like I said, I like this head sculpt better. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring out the Elite version and do a little comparisons. So here we have the Ultimate Edition Fiend next to the Elite. Like the only thing that's different, like I said before, it's all put them back to back, about the same height. As far as pants goes, you know, this is a little dark, it's a little lighter. The Admin Crunch, you know, it's about the same, you know. Got this little square cut right there. Here, you got the little, you know, side to side where you can rock them back and forth a little bit. The shoes are different, so you can tell the boots are a lot better as far as quality goes. Feet wear. Now, as far as the head sculpt goes, the one that came on the originally, they're about the same, good quality. Just the only difference is the hairs on the other side, you know. So then you got the little hair strand right there. So other than that, it's pretty much the same, you know. And then, you know, as far as tattoos goes on the arms, they're about the same. I really do think that this is a little darker. Maybe it's just because of the way the lighting is. But you can tell that you get a little bit more detail on the Ultimate than you do on the Elite. You know, as far as the back goes, there, it's a little bit more cleaner. There in the front of the shoulders, as far as the tattoo goes, this is a little darker. The one on the Elite is a little darker than the one on this one. And then this, it's almost about the same. So, but the only thing that's different that I wish they would have was they would have included this, the lantern right here, for the Ultimate Edition. That would have truly been an Ultimate figure. Alright, so real quickly, we're going to show the other ones that I have in the collection. So here are the other two Fiends that I got in my collection. So I got the Motu WWE Fiend, and then I got the Superstar WWE Bray Wyatt from the Firefly Funhouse. So really do like these in my collection. I think the only one else that I would like to add, if I find it, is the Bray Wyatt retro, like WWE Hasbro retro figure of Bray Wyatt. So there you have it. That is the Ultimate Edition Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, and very cool figure. I really do like it a lot. I like it a lot better now that I had it in hand, as to just leaving it in the box. So I'm glad I was able to compare it to the Elite and see the difference and stuff. But I like both figures. You know, they're both going to be proudly displayed in my collection. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Which one's your favorite? Did you like the Ultimate Fiend, or did you like the Elite one that I compared it to? Let me know. And don't forget, where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.